Hello, YouTube coin collection stackers. Today we're going to be looking at 3 PCGS boxes. We got back today, 1, 2, 3, that are from a large collection that I bought, 6 weeks ago now, because it does take that much time sometimes to get things back. Before we dig into what's in here, please like and subscribe. Give it the thumbs up, really helps the channel. So what we have today are 3 submissions. One has a bunch of Morgan dollars. I originally did a video on those Morgan dollars because they're so beautiful. Some of them are so beautifully toned. So we're going to look at those. How do they grade? I have a Washington medal that was made in Germany in the 1700s, late 1700s, of George Washington. That whole box is one of those. And then I have some Civil War medals, actually some Sutler tokens that we're going to look at as well. And I don't know which is in what box. I think the lightest box is going to be the George Washington. But let's just get cracking here and see what we got. So this feels like it's got 1 in it. So let's get this one open first. This should be the George Washington medal that was struck in Germany after the American Revolutionary War to commemorate, yep, that's it, to commemorate George Washington as the president. So it's interesting because you would think this medal would have been made in the United States. Let me kind of get in here so you can see it. Let me zoom in a little bit, be easier to see. There we go. So this is the George Washington medal, 1783, you can see there. And it's not 1 cent, even though it says 1 cent on it. And it says United States of America. I didn't know what I was expecting on this. I think I just really wanted it to be authentic or authenticated, and it is authenticated. We have environmental damage, XF details. Still very cool, 1783. Very cool metal. It's not a coin, even though it says 1 cent on it. So that is, I didn't know what I was going to expect. Again, I just wanted to get it authenticated. I don't know if it's going to be easier or hard to sell in a details holder, but yeah, it is what it is. But at least we know it's real. So in the next one here, let's crack this sucker open. There we go. This is all of the Morgan dollars that have. I'll post a video down below when we originally look at these. But these are all the Morgan dollars that are beautifully, beautifully, beautifully toned. So let's go ahead and look at these guys. And yeah, you can see just, this one's not the best. There's better ones, trust me. Yeah, I'll zoom out a little bit. But you can see the blue on it. A lot of nice detail. These were sitting in envelopes for decades. And this one got a 64. So nice MS64. And that's just the toning it came with. You got the blue along here. So not so bad. Not too bad. Next one we got here. This one's got some more sort of funky toning on it. Splotchy, kind of weird toning. Not the most attractive toning in the world, but I wasn't going to do anything funky to these coins. I just wanted to send them in a bulk submission. Or as bulk as I can get. 12 coins was my bulk submission. Which is about, I think, 88 coins shy of a bulk submission. But you can see this one here, and this one got a 63. Again, not the prettiest one. There's some beauties in here that we're going to see. This one's definitely got some better color on it. Some yellow. You got some gold. See some blues up here. Blues around there. I'm trying to get the ring light where you can actually see the colors on it. More golden color. Some blues. And this one is a 63. These are all 1882 Phillies, by the way. If you haven't figured that out already. Another one with just some golden toning around the edges. And again, they all sort of have this nice blue around the fringe. Gold on the back. This one's got some purples. Blues are on the bottom there. And this one got a 64. I don't think any of these are 65s. I think they're all 63s and 64s. This is another one with just some pretty more orange, red, orange, yellow toning on it. And the back is much prettier, I think, on this one. The back has got the really nice red. Not really red, orange, I guess. Some kind of reds down the bottom there and magentas. And that one's a 63. This one here. That's just sort of a, okay coin. 63. Trying to get to some of the real beautiful toners that we have. Oh, this one's better. Here you can, let me see if I can get this in the light. So you can see it. You can see the blues around the edge. Really nice all the way around the entire coin. It's got this blue-green edge on it. And the back less so. 63. There's a nice one. That's kind of the one I was waiting for. There's even a nicer one than this, I believe. With the really, you can see right down on the 1882 there, you got the blue and then the purple just kind of bisecting the date. And again, the blue all the way around with the purples as you tilt it in the light. The ring lights, you know, I don't know if it helps or hurts when you're trying to look at this stuff on the camera. And on the back too, all the way around, we got this beautiful blue toning. If you really want to see these things outside, I'll put the link in the video. I'll put the link down in the description below. You can see the toning on some of these before they're holdered, before the holders really get in the way of the ring light. And I could really angle the ring light so you could really see and appreciate the toning. This one is a nice coin, nice solid luster, not particularly, again, it's got the same sort of toning on it. That one got a 64. And let's take a look at this one. Another one with the blotchy toning. Orange mostly. And that one also got a 64. I know there's another really nice toner in here. I think we'll get to it. And the reverse on that one's really nice. And a 64. And the last one, I submitted 12 of these. Well, maybe we are. Oh, this one's also got the decent toning on it. Hopefully the ring light doesn't interfere, but I think you can see as I'm tilting it, see right there, that really cool green and blue. As I go through the ring light like that, obviously it's much prettier in person, and the back reverse as well. Not so much, more along the bottom, but you can just see as you look at it in the light. Obviously, you know, that actually you can see it pretty good there if I do that. Really nice toning. So two of these had really, really stellar toning, and that one got a 63. So both of the really nice toners got 3s. The rest got 4s. And then we just have one left to look at. Oh, sorry for all the banging and clanging. These videos are unedited, often to my detriment. So we'll crack this last one open here. And you'll see we have 3 in this last one. And these are a combination of Civil War tokens, well, 1 Civil War token, and 3 Sutler tokens. So in Civil War tokens, you essentially have 3 different kinds. You have your patriotics, you have your store cards. These were advertisements for stores. They were made so stores would have change to give to people and for advertising. And then you have your Sutler tokens. And Sutlers followed the troops around with their wagons and sold them things that they needed, like socks and boots and tobacco and alcohol and whatever else they might need along the way. And Sutler tokens were used to pay for these things in many cases. Okay, so we'll get to that's a Sutler token. Let's do those last. That's a Sutler token. And that's a Sutler token. So the first one we're going to look at is, let me zoom in so we can see it here. This is a store card for a die sinker. And so this was, you'll see these, they're not uncommon, this Josh H. Merriam Die Sinker. And this is in Boston, so this is from Boston. This would, essentially been an advertisement for him. And he made tokens, so it makes sense for him to do this. And there he is again, 1863, not 1 cent. Another thing you'll see on these. In order to get around anti-counterfeiting or counterfeiting laws, they would put not 1 cent. You can see the not right up there. And when I bought the collection, and I'm going to do a whole separate video just on the Civil War tokens because there's like 80 or 90 of them, including the ones, and I have several more coming back from grading later this week, hopefully. But you can see this has got some nice original mint luster on it from when it was struck. And this one got a nice MS63 red-brown. And there's a designation of the token, F115E2A. This is, again, a Massachusetts token from the 1860s. So that is very, very cool to get an MS63 red-brown on that. Now let's look at the Sutler tokens. I'm going to try to look at them in order because I have the whole set. So that's the first one I want to see. So this is 5 cents. This is J.A. Leggat, Sutler, 3rd Michigan Cavalry. So he would have been following that 3rd Michigan Cavalry around, as I mentioned, with his little wagon and selling them things. And Sutler tokens, of the 3 types of Civil War tokens, Sutler tokens are the scarcest. And they're certainly the scarcest in uncirculated grades. So this one got an MS63 brown, Michigan S3 5C copper JA Leggat. And you'll see it got the Sutler token designation on the top. And it got a brown designation. I guess it's just a little past red brown, but it's a very, very attractive token. I would almost argue that it's red brown, but I don't work for PCGS, so they said it's brown. And in fact, even if you look at these two next to each other, right, how much difference is there between these two? This one's red brown. I guess it's a little more red. This to me even looks more red brown than this one. Anyway, again, I don't work at PCGS, so let's look at the next one. This should be the, okay, that's the last one we'll look at. This is 25. Let's look at the 10. And this one's really nice too. Very light, not very dark as far as turning that dark brown. It's, to me, again, more of a red brown than brown. Although I'd argue this is probably closer to brown. You don't see as much of the reds in it that you would expect. This one's for 10 cents. You can see there's a lot of nice luster still just in the ring light there. Just so you can see around goods and Sutler and check, all of that luster that's still on this. This one got a 63 brown. And this one's the Michigan S3 10-cent copper JA Leggat Sutler token. And, whoops, sorry. This is, what's interesting is I actually have the whole set. So here's the 25. I don't know if there's any beyond that. If you guys know of any beyond that, beyond 25, let me know if there's a 50. But I have the 5, the 10, and the 25. And, yeah, it looks pretty much similar to the other ones as far as, if I do this, you can see that mint luster, that nice red that's still around check, still around Sutler, not so much around goods. And around here in this one, got a red brown. So that's I mean, to me, the 10 cent looks more red brown to me. I'm holding it in the light right there, and I slide this one over. You tell me which one looks more red brown. I'm just saying. Same with this, right? So here's the 5. Let's do the same experiment with the 5. Here's the 5. Get that under the right light there, and we'll get this one in here. And which one looks more red brown to you? But hey, man, you know what? I'm pretty happy with these grades. The only one that I wasn't sure about was this one. And I'm just happy again that it's authenticated. This, Washington metal, 1 cent. That's not really 1 cent from 1783. The Sutler tokens are amazing. The fact that I got the full set is amazing. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with these yet. I'm strongly considering auctioning these, consigning these to Stack's Bowers. And this one, I don't know if this one's super valuable. Again, I have about another 80 tokens I've gone ahead and got in all of the designations for. And I think four more coming back later this week. So we'll do a whole video on those. Thanks again, as always, guys. I'm going to link the videos down below to the original collection buy, which is really interesting, as well as the original look at the rainbow-colored Morgans. And you can hear my dog. He's getting impatient. I think it's time for him to eat. So with that, I'm out. Thanks for watching, and happy collecting.